Okay, looks like we're live. It's 11 o'clock, almost 10:58. So good morning, it's Monday morning. Let's check that we're coming up live everywhere properly, and I'm not upside down, because that's always a bonus, isn't it, really? If you're not upside down. Right, okay. There we go. Turn the volume down, because that helps. Okay, good morning, Linda. How are you? Morning, Diana. How are you? Okay, right, I've got the stool up. God, look at the grey in my hair, but there you go. Ponytail's not straight either. Good morning, Kit. Okay, good morning, ladies. I hope you had a really good weekend. I did. I was lucky enough to be involved in a craft retreat where I did an amazing project and just got together with some lovely ladies. Good morning, Baz. And shared, and we did so via Zoom, which was amazing and really great fun, actually. It was, I'm tired, I am, Linda, as well, tired, inspired, and yeah, it was an amazing weekend. Morning, Tracy. So so I kind of hurt everywhere this morning, but it's cool. It was a long, busy weekend, but it was really great fun. So I've got my tea sat on the desk beside me. So this week we're starting a new stamp set. So we're going to be using this week the Hippo Happiness. We're also going to use our Stamparatus. Not every day, but we are going to be using it. We're going to, my cards now I'm going to do, because I do 3 lives a week, I'm going to do a simple card on a Monday. That would be really great for a beginner crafter. And then I'm going to do a casual crafters card on Thursday, and then it's going to be stepped up again to an avid crafters card on a Saturday. So you're going to be able to do 3 cards using the same stamp set as always, but we're going to be working through to show how you can step cards up and do different things with the sets. So probably on a Monday I'm not going to be using the big shot or anything, because perhaps a beginner crafter hasn't got a big shot or a die cutting machine. If you haven't got a die cutting machine and you're after one, please wait till Stamping Up's one comes out, because it's going to be amazing. So yeah, that's how the weeks are going to go. So I'm going to turn the camera down and around. The dogs are in with me. If they start being noisy, then I'm going to put them out, okay? So let's turn you... See? Right on cue. I wish you could see what I can see. He's growling at a black screen. Good morning, Jean. Right, get down. Okay, ow, that was my hand. Right, down and around, okay? So literally down, and there you go. You should now be seeing... I'm good, Wendy. I'm good. Exhausted, but I'm good. It was really good fun. So a lot of the ladies on here are... What, the dog, Linda? Yeah, he's so naughty. Right, so let's just move this over, because I'm hanging off the edge slightly, which is no good. Okay. So, Hippo Happiness. Okay. So we all have those days where perhaps we aren't feeling quite so great about everything, and I kind of like this stamp set. So we've got Hip Hip Hooray, Hippo Birthday, Fluttering By Just to Say Hi. You've got your butterflies. You are special, because we've got sheep. When in doubt, be a unicorn here. Thank you so much to you. So there's there's your hippos. So there's kind of a lot of bits and pieces in this, and the die set that comes with it. Let me show you. This is the bit that swung it for me, actually. This is the die set. So you've got lots of amazing tags and sentiment dies that you can use, and these cut out sections so you can thread a ribbon through them. And then you've got all the bits in your stamp set. You've got 3 little flowers you can punch out. You've got the butterfly, balloons, the leaves. You've got 2 of those. The string. You've got the unicorn, the bow tie. It's all there. so it's a really great set for that. I loved it, especially for these. If nothing else, I loved it for those, but I kind of really like it. So that's really good. Right, so, but we're not going to use the dies today. Right, so let's pop those to one side. If I can get them closed. My hands are not great this morning. Right, so we don't need those today, okay? Right, I think I'm just going to put the dogs out. Right, come on, in the kitchen. Come on, out you go. Out you go. Out you go. Can't behave. Out you go. Bye. Right, okay, they're gone now. Well, as far as the hallway. Right, okay, so let's see if I can see Juliet. I love the Frenchie who also wants to participate. He's so naughty, Diana. He really is. Every time I go on camera, he thinks I'm talking to him. And it's really distracting. Right, okay. So I love these stamp sets. They were a grower. I didn't say when I saw them to start with. I was like, oh, okay. They are a $1 million stamp set. They're Robin Carden's stamp set. She designed them. So she has her lovely name down the side, look. So that's what we're using. Right, so today's card. When in doubt, be a unicorn. This is definitely me today. I'm tired. It was a great weekend, but I'm definitely tired. So this is our card today. So we've got a little bit of sparkle and we've got our unicorns. Okay, so when in doubt, be a unicorn. I kind of think that's, you know, and we're using cinnamon cider, bumblebee, crumb cake and early espresso. Okay, so those are our colours. So we're going to be using our Stamparatus and we're going to make this lovely card. I'm a bit like that. Baby, you can help me fall in love with it. I will do, Linda. I will do. Right, okay. So this is a normal piece of cardstock, A4 cardstock, cut in half at 10.5 centimetres and scored at 14.9 or 5 7/8 as normal, okay? So you then cut a 2.5 inch strip off this end. So if I show you on this bit, this look would have made it complete, okay? So that's your 2.5 inch strip. You're going to cut off there and it becomes this bit. All right? As simple as that. So you also need your inside, which is standard card size, which is 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. And for this bit, this is 2 1/4 by 3 7/8. Yeah, 2 1/4 by 3 7/8. Same as your inside bit. Okay, so let's just pop this up here. And we're going to use the Stamparatus for this because I thought this was, if you are a new crafter and you haven't got blocks and you're looking to start, this is the best piece of equipment I can advise you to buy. Blocks are really great and to have a couple in your stash are very handy. But this piece of equipment you can do everything on. This is our Stamparatus. This is the base. It comes with 2 plates. It also comes with a foam mat, so that if you're using photopolymer stamps, you put the foam mat underneath it, okay? And it comes with 2 plates. Mine are a bit grubby. They need to go through the dishwasher, okay? And they say my name. So what you do is you mount your stamps on these. So the first one we're going to do, if I put this bit to one side, is we are going to be using the base of the unicorn, okay? And I'm going to do my little top bit first. Keep everything to one side. And I'm going to keep a stamp pad under this because it gives me a level to work on. Now I've positioned my cardstock. Now I need my crumb cake, which is my base colour. Okay, let's pop that down and stamp down like that. Now the beauty of this is if it doesn't stamp the first time, you can re-stamp it. Okay, but I don't need to because I'm happy with that. I'm now going to move my plate down once, twice. Okay, so I'm going to end up with 2 unicorns on the front. All right, so I'm going to repeat the process, inking up my stamp and pressing it down. Okay, so there's those two. I'm going to take this plate off and I'm going to turn it over, and I've positioned my sentiment already. Okay, so let's just grab this one out. So this is Bumblebee. So I'm just going to ink it up. Okay, I'll close this for a minute because I don't need it for a minute. Put my spare cardstock to one side. Right. Okay. Oh, so you can see, look, it hasn't done the W very well. Okay, so I can just grab my ink again, dab it down, and bring that straight back over. There you go. Okay, so I finished with this plate. So your Stamper Artist comes with 2 plates. Okay, so I'm going to grab my second plate, and I've already positioned the second part of the unicorn because it's 2-step stamping. So I'll pop the Bumblebee one back under there. Okay. Then I'm going to go with the top one. Okay. Oh, it's got a little bit missing there. That's better. Then I'm going to move my plate down twice, like that. Okay. Ink him up. And pop it down. Okay. Then I'm going to turn my plate over, and I've positioned their little faces. I'm doing those in Early Espresso. Now you could make your unicorns any colour you like. You could have them striped. You could draw stripes on your stamps with your pens like we've done before. You could do whatever colour you like. You could have a pale pink and purple one. You could have a green and yellow one. Whatever colour you want your unicorns to be, you can have them. Okay, so I've just done them this colour because I liked the colour combo. So that's that for a minute. While he's sat on there, I'm just going to add my unicorn's horn. So I'm just going to position it down. There you go. So that's that bit done. Okay, so now we're going to grab the inside of the card. Put my finger in that. That wasn't very clever, was it? Right, let's do the Bumblebee a minute because we don't need that one straight away. Right, so I'm going to take this one off, pop it to one side, and I'm going to grab the inside bit of my card, and I'm going to position it in the same place to start with. Okay, so we're going to go back to our first plate with the main body of the unicorn, grab my crumb cake, ink it up, pop it down. Okay, then I'm going to move it down, and I'm going to move it down 3. Can I get away with 4? I don't think I can. No, he's going to be off page. So we're going to take it down to 3, okay? Like that. Oh, I'll tell you what. No, I'm going to change my mind. We're going to finish this one first. Let's finish a complete one here first. And then I'm going to move my paper slightly, and we're going to reposition it. Right, so that's that one. Except, look what I've just done. How about concentrating? Right, let's turn the paper over. It's Monday morning, folks. It's Monday morning. Okay. Stamp and scrub somewhere. You know when you've been away crafting for the weekend and everything's come back and you haven't got a clue where anything is? Because it's still packed in the bag. Right, hang on. Okay. Right, got the stamp, got my chamois. Right, let's just get rid of this. Like that. Okay, so back to the crumb cake. We'll start again. I should have just kept to the original plan, really. Right, okay. Oops, take that one off. Put this one on. Right, now this one. Okay. Turn it over. Give him a face. Now, if you end up with lots of yuck like that, wipe it off first, because otherwise, trust me, you'll end up with a horrible line all over your where you don't want it on your paper. Okay, so that's his face. So happy with that one. Right, now what I'm going to do is I want to move it. Okay, so I'm going to take this one off. I sound like that song now, don't I? I like to move it, move it. Right, but I want to bring it down. I'm using my grid paper so I can still see it's a straight line. Okay. Pop my magnets back on. So let's grab the crumb cake. Make sure I've got the right one. That's early espresso. I've got them all open on my desk. So we'll grab the crumb cake. Okay. There's our unicorn. Let's take that one off. Now bring in the body and the cinnamon cider. Oh, I haven't moved it down. That was close. So there we go. I've moved it down 2. I'm going to do his body. Okay. Turn it over because I'm going to do his eyes now. And we're going to go 1, 2 down so I know that I'm in the right position. Ink up my early espresso. So let's just clean that off a bit. There's a lot of excess ink on that one. When you're using a really big ink pad with this, unfortunately, it's kind of a hazard. You could use one of your markers to colour this, which would be easier. And you wouldn't end up with it in quite so many places. Right. There you go. Okay, right, so let's go back to our first plate. Shirley, I hope you're paying close attention to this. Okay, now I'm going to move it up a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to move my plate down. I think it was 3. No, I don't want him quite so high. On his tail. There we go, perfect. So I've lined it up with the bottom one. Okay. A couple of magnets up there to hold it on. Right, grab my crumb cake. There was cake at the weekend. There was cake. There was carrot cake and lemon drizzle cake. There was also Chinese. Not cake. Chow mein, chicken and cashew nuts. Right, okay. Got my unicorn down. Right, let's do its face. Turn the plate over. Let's be sensible, shall we? Grab my marker. And even then I still managed to get it everywhere. Did you see that? Right. Oh, look at that. See, this is what happens when you get it everywhere. Not happy with that at all. Well, it's Monday morning. We're going to have to do something about that. I'll assemble the rest of the card before, while I'm thinking how we're going to cover that mess. But we're going to cover it. I'm going to show you what to do. Okay. Right. What a mess on a Monday morning. But there you go. Right, let's pop that to one side because I don't need that for a minute. I might do in a minute. but we're going to rectify this yucky mess. So 2 of my unicorns, we can now put their horns on. Let's just close these ink pads. Do you lot love it when I make a mistake on camera? Yes, Naomi. Yes, there were cocktails. No, we didn't have cocktails, actually. We had G&T. And my favourite is an orange gin and ginger beer. That is my absolute favourite tipple. So I had orange gin and ginger beer. So yes, there was definitely those. Right, so I'm going to pop that bit to one side. And we're just going to sort these bits out for a minute. Now, on the front of this bit, we're going to use the little stars. Okay. And randomly, just stamp your stars everywhere. If I fold it like that, then I can take some off the edge as well. Okay. There we go. Random. Very random. All right. So I'm going to also edge my front piece of cardstock, and I've got my bumblebee dauber and I've already got ink on it, so I'm just going to go round the edge like this. Okay. Yeah, Linda, it could have been going in the bin if it wasn't on camera, actually. And it may still well be. We may be redoing that piece of paper. It's a very big splodge to try and cover up, to be honest. But it's fine. I've got the cardstock sat here. We can cut an extra bit. It's no problem. You just have to watch me stamp it again. Right, so that's our front piece, okay? We are doing it again. I cannot cope with that. It's not good, right? Okay, let's grab the trimmer. Right, so it is 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. Oh, that'll do. It's just a smidge under. So I tell you what, let's take that down to 5 3/8. So it's equal all the way round. Okay, so we're going to bring the Stamparatus back in, and we're going to try not to smudge our unicorn's face, because let's face it, I'm not being much of a unicorn this morning, am I? Right, so, okay, when it all goes wrong on camera. Okay, right, so back to our basics. So, using my grid paper, I'm lining it up at that top one to start with. Remember, don't let your magnets clank together. So, crumb cake for my base layer. Take it off. Oh, cinnamon cider for the next layer. Okay. Turn it over. I'll tell you what, let's clean this. Let's give it the chamois. Give it a clean. I'm going back to the ink pad. Let's get rid of the excess bits around the side. That's better. Much happier with that one. Right, okay. Now, let's take this one off. This one back on. Right, and I want to move that up. I've now smudged it at the top, but okay. I'm going to go off camera and cry in a minute, because today is being one of those days. Right, so we're going up a bit. I'm using this edge to line up all the time so that they're all in a straight line. So back to our crumb cake. Like that. Okay. And then, are we 1 or 2 down? There we go. Position it. It's so easy to position using this to do something like this. Whereas if you were lining up normally, you'd be, you know, trying to get them all, you'd have a pencil line, you'd be trying to get them lined up. It just, this makes it so easy. Okay, right, let's turn him over. 2 down, no, 1 down. Find his face. Ink it up. Down and up. Yep, happy with that one. Okay. Number 3, girls. Number 3. Right, so let's take that one off. Up one. Can we go up one? I might need to move my grid paper. Might need to move my paper. Right. I shuffle it. Right up. Down 1. Right, okay. So I'm bringing it down. Happy with it there. My magnets, got my crumb cake. Pop it down. Okay. Take that plate off. Check that I'm on the right one. Ink it up. Just close those a minute before I put my fingers in them. Okay. Okay. Are you holding your breath? Because I am. Tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. It really helps. Okay. There we go. Down and up. Yay! Okay, so let's take them off there. Got a little bit of a splodge to sort out, but that's okay. We can manage that. Right, let's bring in our bumblebee and our what a mess that is. Right, our little bumblebee, and we'll do its horns. Okay, right, now I've got a thought. So we need to hide that. So okay, that's never a mistake. It's just an opportunity to embellish. So I'm gonna have some stars around the edge of our paper now. Look. Okay, now you can't see that, so that's good. Right, let's grab our bumblebee again. And so we're just going to go lightly around the edge, just to give it that bit of definition. I like to see my cards edged. don't have to have these. Bit of sponge does the same job. I like these because they fit on the end of my finger. Okay. So now we've got all our bits. I'm going to begin to build my card again. Okay. So I'm going to glue this bit. Okay. Let's pop it centrally. Okay. Now when you come to glue this bit, you only need to glue the left hand side. So turn it over. Glue on the left hand side. Position it so it's equal and straight. Okay, oh, and straight. There we go, equal and straight. So that's that. Okay, now card is not complete without some sparklies, in my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. So let's grab my 1, 2, 3. Oh, I just finished this sheet up. 4, 5. There we go. So that, my lovely friends, is my When in Doubt Be a Unicorn card, complete with mess up this morning. Got myself the ink spots. Yes, the ink spots are really good for using on the Stamparatus, but you can still manage with this. So these is lovely. So yes, so when in doubt, if you're having a bad day, be a unicorn. I think that's quite, I'm really loving this stamp set, and I'm loving the fact that you can line it up super easy on the Stamparatus. The points to line up are the ears and the feet, and then the 2 nostril bits, and they're kind of your points to line up on this one. So it's really good. Right guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you again on Thursday with we'll be using one of the other animals out of this. It will be a stepped up version, a bit more complicated, and then yeah, we'll probably be using the Big Shot and some of the dies as well. So I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday. Take care till then. Bye.